fumble fuck. And if you're not comfortable, you can throw it underneath your feet.
That would keep in trouble with flying out somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, ready for mission.
All right. I'm going to do the first pickup, get everything checked out. Camera's rolling. All right, you're on TV. All right, so for takeoff checklist, it's temperatures and pressures, T's and P's.
What about the fuel pump?
Exactly, right? So I start here, temperatures, pressures, rotor RPM 100%, fuel for the mission, overhead panels as required, so switches, you check up here. Take your time, every time. We're clear left, center, and right. All your gauges, everything, it's just an overview. And then we do a nice slow, what we call the two-stage pickup. You'll notice on a day like today with so much headwind, I actually got left pedal in versus right pedal. Because the power pedal is the right pedal in this one. Need a little bit more cyclic that time. You notice I went to the left.
Yeah.
Bad technique. But anyway, so we take our time, come back to our starting point here. And just get a feel for the aircraft, because it's windy today.
Tower 2 takeoff, we're to the north, up 2 takeoff, Roger, first change for.
All right, feeling good. All right, so I'm going to set her down. Right cyclic, you notice how we got to really push that in. All right, now when you're ready, come on all the controls with me.
All right.
Alrighty, you got control of everything. I'm just going to guard you. Just remember it's going to be some aft and right cyclic. It's nice and slow at the pickup. You'll feel everything get light if you start sliding to the left. Just a little bit of right cyclic, and then you just continue that nice slow pull up on the collective. Continuous pull. We're focusing our attention outside and inside to kind of see our drift. And we take our sweet time. See that? There you go.
A little more power. I gotta get back in the groove.
Have been a while. Just remember, everything is nice and slow and smooth. We don't make any darty movements. You already got that kind of second nature starting to build in about the control inputs. But when you're in windy conditions like that, they have to be a little bit faster than what you're used to in calm winds. And you see you have to just lower that collective a little bit more because we're about 5 feet. And you're back to 1 foot. There it is. Always try to maintain 100%. So a little up on the throttle. There you go. And just hold it. All we're going to do is just hover into the wind right now. Burn off some fuel, burn off some weight, and then just make sure the machine is safe for flying. I usually like to take about 5 minutes to do that before I ever take it up to altitude. Just to make sure if something's going to happen, it's going to happen low on the ground here to us, you know?
I'm all over the place today.
Yeah, well, you got about 15 knots of wind, if not more. Alrighty, try to give me a nice gentle set down. Just remember it's continuous pressure down on the cyclic or the collective. A little down pressure, just squeak her down, you're going to feel that right pedal. I like how you reduce the throttle as you're lowering the collective. And lower the collective some more. Until you see like less than 25, then you know you're not going to fly. So keep reducing the collective.
Okay.
Now you know you're not going to fly, then you can center your controls. Now you're at like what I call like flight idle.
Okay.
You're ready to fly at 100%. Now you can start aft cyclic or right cyclic, aft right cyclic to begin the pickup procedure, and then start a little up collective and increasing the throttle as you come up. And we're focused outside, using our peripheral to see our drift. Taking our time. Beautiful pickup, straight up. Better than I did. And then a little throttle increase. Try never accept less than 100%, that gives you full tail rotor authority at 100%.
Okay.
Excellent. Good form, good technique.
Yeah, I think flying with gloves as well is kind of weird.
That's going to take some time to get used to, yeah, because your tactile sense is different.
Oop. Back up a little bit.
There you go. A little aft center, good technique. And go ahead and set her back down. Take your time.
Oop.
There you go. Good.
Sweet.
Saved it.
It is going to be an off day, I think.
Well, it's honestly those winds, man. You can't do much about it. Give me a second here. Let's get this where I want it. Get myself back in the seat a little bit. All right, and I'm ready for the pickup.
All right, there we go. Outside.
Right pedal now. There you go. That's it.
More power.
Good gust of wind there. Almost taking you above effective translational lift.
All right.
Alrighty, let's go out to the training area now. I like what the machine's doing and telling us. Space Coast Tower, helicopter 8006 Alpha.
Helicopter 8006 Alpha, roger.
Helicopter 8006 Alpha, Southeast T hangar ramp information Zulu. Like present position departure due west to exit the class Delta.
Helicopter 006 Alpha departure, turn around beach on risk, and wind 310 at 12 gusting to 22.
Departure at my own risk, helicopter 06 Alpha, on the go. Alright, a little bit of forward cyclic, just a little bit creeper forward, a little up collective. And you're going to accelerate over those gray 337s or OB2s or whatever they're called. Right in between those airplanes there.
Alright.
And you're going to accelerate to 65 and climb out, right pedal now. There you go, that's what you needed. Don't over control in the winds, just nice and slow. That's it, there you go. A little fast on the speed, so let the cyclic come back and let that nose climb up for 65 attitude. There you go. Once you get to 500 feet, you're going to level off, reduce the collective to 32 inches. Alright, there's 500, a reduction, a little throttle, squeak down, a little up collective. Now find that sweet spot. Now focus on your altitude control. Too much left pedal, right pedal. There you go. If you hear wind coming in, that's because you got wind coming in my side. Reduce your collective another inch. There you go. 80 miles an hour is the best cruise. And they got another inch. 29 inches now. Right pedal. There you go. Yeah, 29 inches should work out pretty good. A whopping 40 miles an hour over the ground. So it's about 25 mile, 30 mile per hour winds up here.
Yeah.
Now you're doing 30. You're slowing down. You're slowing down, see? So give it to about 30 inches there. There you go. Today.
Yeah, quick coming back, that's for sure.
Holy shit, I feel like we could be on a bicycle faster than right now. Relax on the pedals, just relax your foot pressure right now.
Okay.
Let the aircraft naturally weather vane. I see that you're putting control inputs.
Yeah.
Let it weather vane naturally,
Okay.
don't fight it. Okay, so really all you need to focus now and cruise is the cycling. Once you set the collective, you have collective friction, and it's going to keep it where you need to be. So we do need a little bit of right pedal. There you go.
Just set it and leave it.
Yeah.
Unless I mess with the collective.
Exactly. All right, let me help you out. Relax. I have all controls.
All right.
I want to get us out there a little bit faster.
Yeah, you're like gritting your teeth like, God, big prayer.
Yeah.
You're jogging faster than us.
Yeah. Just when it gets bumpy like this, you do not want to over control the aircraft. We could do 90 safely, you just got to be really smooth on it. Now our ground speed's picked up a little bit. But you can see, she'll do 100 miles an hour all day long, indicated, but you don't want to get too fast, so the nose is going to pitch up, which is called retreating blade stall. The retreating blade is stalling, and with the effect on the helicopter is an increase in vibration, a pitch up, and a rolling moment.
Oh, like dissymmetry and lift.
Yep. That's the limiting factor in a helicopter is retreating blade stall.
Yeah, so this whole Airwolf thing was a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah, there's no supersonic helicopters. Can't do it. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, so when it starts getting like that, when it gets gusty, I just tell people to slow down. That's why I wanted to handle it, so we just can get out here so we can start getting you some training time. It should be better over here in the tree line. You won't have all that wind hitting you, especially when you're doing some hovering practice. Yeah, I tried coming out here yesterday in the Hughes, and it was just that visibility over the river just dropped. And I was like, so we just had to do a 180 and come back.
What were the ceilings at?
Oh, 500 feet, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, in a helicopter, you can go out, special VFR, and then once you get in the Class G, once you're outside of the Delta, it's clear clouds.
Yeah.
Seeing aboard, man. But that's what gets a lot of helicopter pilots in trouble, is pushing into instrument meteorological conditions and going inadvertent IMC.
Yeah, you see those trees kicking down there.
Oh yeah, it is howling. Howling winds. So probably not going to see too many people flying today. Alright, so at least now we're out of the Delta. Alright, you can come on all the controls. I'll get you nice and slow down so you can take your time going out there. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to get you down to about 28 inches. Maintain 400 feet. You know, if you're doing 70 miles an hour. See that over controlling? Just hold it and don't fight it. That's where you get yourself in trouble. You'll start doing the porpoise thing.
Yeah. Alright.
Just wait a little bit, see what the aircraft does, and then make the input. There you go. Flying in windy conditions is the most difficult.
Yeah, apparently. I'm finding that out pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. And if you find yourself in this situation, just go slow.
Yeah.
So that's why I got you bumped back to about 28 inches. A little bit of a right turn is a rectangular field, and we're just going to land like right into the wind there, so.
I feel myself sinking, so I get a little bit of collective, a little bit of throttle.
Yep, I can tell you're in a slight descent. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to shoot a approach right in the middle of that field between those two cones. You see there's like a little boggy area on the left, and then there's a canal on the right.
Yeah.
Just in between that two areas, a nice flat spot. Start your approach now. So lower your collective initially to about 25 inches, left pedal as required, aft cycling. You're going to shoot that speed down to about 70 miles an hour and begin that approach.
Okay.
And now you use pitch for airspeed, collective for the altitude glide slope, right? So keep 70 miles an hour.
Got a nice headwind today, so it
Yep,
should be pretty
and you're 25 miles an hour over the ground. So this will be a nice, long, steady approach down there. Just find yourself a nice flat area in between the two. It's going to be a little bit swampy down there. As your relative rate of closure increases, you start slowing it down. So now slow it down with aft cyclic, lower the collective. There you go. That's it. Get ready to add some collective at the bottom and get ready for right pedal. Get ready to add some throttle.
What?
Up collective, there you go. You notice now you're below effective translational lift.
A little hairy, but okay.
Hey, it's windy, man. Alright, try to hold all that forward drift and just stay here.
Yeah, we don't want to touch on here, it's all soggy.
Yeah. Alrighty, so when you're ready, we're just going to do a normal takeoff straight ahead, but what we're going to do is we're just going to come up a little bit more vertical into that headwind, so. I have control.
Alright, you got it.
I have all control. I want you to follow me on the controls, what I'm going to do here. So we're just going to come up vertical. I'm going to add some throttle. It's going to get very turbulent right at this point, but we're going to just tip the disc forward just a little bit. Little collective, get above effective translational lift. It's very turbulent right there because you have mechanical turbulence coming off of those trees. All right, and then I'm going to pitch for that 65, set my power about 35 inches, and just flying at airspeed now, trying to keep her in trim. Very difficult with all those headwinds. Okay?
That's a lot of work today.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Not a good training day, to be honest with you, man.
That's good experience, though.
Yeah. All right, you have control.
I got control.
And what I want you to do is we're just going to track down that river. So go right towards 50. You see a bridge over there? I want you to track towards that. Set your power for 28 inches. And we're just going to practice tracking the aircraft where we want it to go.
Okay. So 28.
And you can stay a little bit lower. You know, down to 200 feet is fine. We'll just get you some time, and the winds, you know, cruising about 70. Once you get a tailwind, you know, she'll start hauling. Well, we'll fly towards that bridge, and then we'll make a left turn towards the south.
All right. It's like we're the only two idiots out here flying around today.
Yeah. Yeah, doing approaches and everything. I mean, it's hard. But this is just as good, getting the stick time in the windy conditions.
Oh yeah.
And you'll need just a touch of right pedal. There you go. This is wild. 30 miles an hour over the ground right now.
Yeah.
At least 30 mile per hour winds.
It's a really good time going back. It'll be
Super fast, right?
like a bird and a crabbing down the over the water.
Yep. So you can go ahead and do that left turn now, track to the south. And just keep her at about 250, 300 feet. That's fine. Oh yeah. All right, 89 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour indicated yet, so about 20, 25 is what I would estimate the winds to be. Alrighty, want to go do another approach in there?
Yeah, I'll try another one, see how that works out.
Yep. I'll just keep tracking south for now and start a left turn. You're going to head due east. The field's over there.
Okay.
Set yourself up for a...
like a downwind?
Downwind, kind of.
I'll go up like 500 feet.
300 is fine.
Okay.
The winds are just going to get worse the higher you go. So.
True.
Now you're going to have to start grabbing into it because you can just see it blowing you way off to the right.
Yeah. So what is it, the manifold pressure for a hover and then the cruise is about 4 inches difference?
4 inches less, yep. So whatever you're hovering at, 4 inches less than that will give you about 80 miles an hour. So if you were hovering at 35 inches, 31 inches would give you about 80 miles an hour. That's a rule of thumb. That's not an exact science.
Right.
All right, so remember, you don't have to dance on the pedals. That will just increase your oscillation, okay?
Right.
Now you're getting a crosswind, right? So
Yeah.
it's knocking you around, but let the aircraft weather very naturally. So start turning into the wind, and you're going to go to the same area, okay?
All right.
Before landing checklist, temperatures, pressures, everything's good, fuel's good. We've probably got an excellent fuel burn.
Right.
36 minutes. We can go up to an hour and 15.
Go between the cones.
And just do your approach.
Alright, start reducing.
Alright, you kind of wait for that to kind of be in line with, I'd say just slightly above the compass. 25 inches initially, and pitch for 70 miles an hour. And then adjust it from there. So now you need some less collective. Maintain the airspeed, a little up collective. That's all. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Yeah, so you're floating up. Yeah. You're very steep right now. So just reduce the collective. Keep that airspeed now at 60. Let it sink down. Let it keep sinking down. Let it keep sinking down. Now let's start slowing it down. And we're thinking we're going to add some collective. We're starting to overshoot. I don't want you to stay too high. You're going to be into those trees. All right. There you go. Start adding that collective. We're thinking right pedal at the bottom. Let it keep coming down. Don't come up to a high hover. There you go. That's it. Notice how I'm starting to push that right pedal for you. I want you to anticipate that so you don't go swinging off to the left. There you go. Good. Yeah, especially here in a day like today, you don't want to be sitting there at 20 feet hovering. Okay. Because that wind is just going to kick your ass. Alrighty, so let's pull up on the collective, come straight up, now start nosing forward. A little bit more collective, not too much. Not too much, you got low RPM now, don't fight me on the throttle, increase throttle. Okay. There you go. You got in a low RPM situation there, so.
That was no bueno.
Alright, you're flying.
Alright.
Now reduce your power to 30 inches. You got a lot of turbulence. That turbulence is going to kick your ass. There you go. That's it. There we go. Yeah, not a good training day for you, man.
Yeah.
And track back to the north again. And we're just going to do the same thing. Let you get that experience of flying in that wind. You need right pedal.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit of some wrecking up and down the river, and then we'll head back. I think it's just going to be...
Yeah, it's just going to be like this all day, man. But it's not bad experience for you to fly in it. It's just those approaches are going to be squirrely as fuck.
Yeah, they weren't that good, were they?
You know, if you were already a licensed guy just doing a transition, I'd say, yeah, let's beat it up. You know, let's do it. But, you know, 30 mile per hour winds at altitude, and we're sitting there trying to just learn the fundamentals is not conducive to learning for you.
Hey, you can't plan a perfect day every day.
Yeah. All right, so what would you do if you had an engine failure right now? What's the first thing you do?
Collective down.
Go ahead, do it. Lower the collective, left pedal, all the way down, all the way down. Get ready for the upcheck. All right, we're going to start joining the needles and start flying out. There you go. Good. You see how you got down to 90 and like no time whatsoever, right?
Right.
That's why you get it all the way down. Don't hesitate, all the way down. Nice and smooth. You don't have to jam it down, but get it all the way down, okay?
And pull back in the cycle a little bit.
Yep. When you go down, aft, and left pedal, the aft cyclic will help build up rotor, but you still have to get the collective down in the pocket first. And then once it builds up, then you can up check, okay? We got a good area here, so we're ready. And 3, 2, 1, lower the collective all the way down. There you go. Get ready to up check. And I want to join the needles. And get ready to fly out of it. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There you go. Good. Much better. You got it all the way down. Okay? Headwind is your friend in an auto rotation, man. You can almost do a zero slide auto rotation. Just remember, don't use your pedals in the turn, just let the aircraft come around. Once you start doing that, then she starts oscillating in the wind. Oh, Jesus. Right pedal, brother. You're way out of trip. Oh my God, you're killing me over here.
I told you it'd be cold today.
Yeah. 30 inches, nice and slow. That's it. There you go. I'm going to adjust this for the ATIS frequency. Let you concentrate on flying.
Wind 300 at 16, visibility 7, sky conditions clear. Temperature 08, dew point minus 05, heading altimeter is 3013. Land and depart runway 36, expect a visual approach. Climb altitude is 1,000 feet. Use caution, there's a lot of bird activity in the vicinity of the airfield. We're back on runway hold short instructions at runway assignments. About to close next contact, you have information Zulu. Confirmation Zulu, town 1350 Zulu. Wind 300 16, visibility 7, sky conditions clear.
103 mile per hour ground speed. Holy shit, yeah. About 20-25 mile per hour tailwind.
Holy cow.
We're going Cessna 150 speeds now.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's good. I mean, good experience, but it's not that fun today.
Now, yeah.
Hear that.
Space Coast Tower, helicopter 8006 Alpha.
06 Alpha, Roger.
Helicopter 8006 Alpha, 5 nautical miles to the west of the airfield at 500 feet, inbound with information Zulu, landing at the southeast T hangar ramp. I'd like to make the approach from the south to the north.
06 Alpha, land at the ramp will be on Ridge, wind 300 at 12, gusting to 22.
Okay, clear to land at the southeast T hangar at my own risk, helicopter 06 Alpha. It is windy and cold out here today.
Yeah, it is.
I like how you're getting a little bit smoother on it. And if it starts getting really bad, just slow down. Just reduce an inch. That's all. That's what I tell people. Notice the winds are starting to push you.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is let it push you around, and you're going to go land from south to north at the ramp.
I was quick getting back, that's for sure.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. You can see runway 3618 over there, so what you're going to do, you're kind of in a modified left base, and you're going to line up landing to the north at the pad where we took off from. Okay? Parallel to the runway, but on the right side of it when you get over there. Just like you did over there before, once you get lined up with your designated landing area, then you just do that collective reduction. 25 is a good starting point, but then I go from there, you know, adjust from there. And then aft cyclic for 70 miles an hour once you start initiating the approach. That's a good starting point, right? It's not like mechanical, like it works every time, but...
Give or take.
Exactly. Just to give you some numbers to shoot for. I've seen people come in at, 90 miles an hour and they just bleed all the speed off like they're doing an auto rotation in every single time. And as you get more advanced, you can do that. But I like to teach a more slow, steady, constant rate of an approach in.
Yeah, so you're not fighting it so much with it.
Well, at the bottom, right, it's a big power change. But if you come in nice and slow and steady, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, a little bit of crosswind.
Yeah, so you're going to kind of come in a little diagonal from right to left into the pad. You'll have to accept a little bit of a crosswind, but that's good. Yeah, I like how you're tracking to the right. You'll come in diagonally there, but you're not going to overfly the hangars.
Going to start reducing now.
That's it. So down collective. You're very steep, so definitely start coming down. That's it. Now hold that attitude.
More power.
No more collective. Just let it keep coming down. You're steep. That's a very steep angle. A little less collective. You're just floating up here, man. Yeah, I'm looking at the left corner of the pad there where we took off from. And I'm bringing it back in line with the compass now. Right there is a normal approach, 5 to 8 degrees. You were more like 10 degrees.
Well, I feel bad now. I see how cold you're getting because I got the wind in my face. Holy.
Yeah, you can give yourself right pedal. Oh no, I'm sorry, left pedal. Left pedal. That's in trim there. Yeah. There you go. Now you can see, now you're almost into the wind here. Nice and slow, stable approach. Slow yourself down. Just crawl it in there. You got a lot of headwind to help you out.
The belt squealing.
Yep, it is. I have control.
You have control.
I have control. I just don't like that. Whee! Could be a little bit of coolant getting on it from the top seal, but we'll take a look at it. Okay, no, it's good. You have control.
All right.
All right, just creep on forward towards the center of the pad a little bit. Just stay on the line and kind of just fly sideways a little bit.
Okay.
Into the wind. There you go. Just like that. Keep your nose into the wind. There's no way I would do a 360 pedal turn. Even me, I wouldn't even do it with, almost 20 knots of wind.
Come back a little bit.
There you go. The 1 foot skid height is good. And no big deal. You get that gust of wind, it brings you up, and then you just let her come settle back down to the 1 foot hover. That's it. And just try to hold it here, right over the line. A little bit of left pedal into the wind, a little bit more. Now you're right into it.
Oops.
That's it.
Ah.
Creeping forward now. So let's fix that up. So you need some aft cyclic for a little bit and then let her creep backwards. That's it. A little aft, back to the center. Now let her keep coming back a little bit more. That's it. A little aft. Come back to that line is what I'm going to look for.
Yeah, I think with this headwind, I'd have an easier time going back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you got to tell her where you need to go.
Oops.
Yep, keep creeping back just a little bit more. Hold that position right there. Now just try to hold it here. Really hard winds, I know. Doing a good job. All right, let's do a nice slow set down, focusing your attention straight ahead, no lateral drifts. Right skid will touch, the left skid. Maintain directional control with the pedals, lower the collective. Let's keep it at 100%. Alrighty, and then we do our scan. Engine RPM, 100%. Temperatures, pressures, our fuel. Overhead switches. Everything's good. Alrighty, checked everything. Now let's go ahead and pick her back up.
Okay.
We'll round off a nice solid hour for you. We got about 5 minutes to... Little aft and right cyclic, remember, nice and slow. There you go. The tendency for guys when they do have a dynamic rollover is to the right.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're adding all that right cyclic to avoid the translating tendency sliding to the left, and they get scared, they catch the right skid, they yank up on the collective, and the thing flips over to the right. So just be ready when you got a lot of right cyclic to bring it back to the center when you pick up. Not bad though, let's try it again. Set her down nice and slow.
Okay. Oh, good stable there. And I'm going back. Come on.
Gust of wind getting you.
Good stable.
Take your time. There's the right, there's the left, lower the collective, center your controls, maintain it 100%. So, rotor RPM's 100%, engine oil pressure, temperatures, water temperatures, fuel, everything looking good. We're about down a half tank, indicated. All right, overhead switches are all as required. We didn't bump something on accident. Let's go ahead and pick her up.
Yeah, I got my RPM up. All right, there we go.
Good. Good throttle control there. I felt that input there. Then you got that gust of wind. Now you got to kind of take it out a little bit. Yeah, see that? So your control inputs are perfect for somebody that needs to be hovering in gusty winds like this. So you're doing a real good job. Just fill it out for a minute or two, and then we'll call it quits.
When you get a calm day, it'll be a piece of cake.
No, it's really once you click, hovering is like second nature, and you got it now. I mean, you can hover. I'm just guarding controls now and telling you what to do, but you're doing a really good job. You know, basically 3 hours in the airframe now, so not bad at all. I would say well ahead of the power curve for training. But, you know, it's not conducive to good training here today with these winds, so we're just going to have to reschedule another day and really kick it in.
Look at it.
Yeah, this is a great day to hover all day. Right into the wind, you got it. Just into the wind. All right, go ahead and set her down.
All right.
Don't let that lateral, there you go. Good. And bring the collective down to your about 4 fingers up, and then roll her down to idle. All right, and then if you want to cancel it, just push that button in. Push it in. There you go. If that happens, you push the F1 exit. Okay?
What was that, like a maintenance menu?
There's a menu there. Here's your flight timers, your values, all the stuff is in here.
Ooh, wow.
Yep. Little forward cyclic into the wind. Just
See, I always forget that. I remember that, and then I forget.
Yeah, it's okay.
That was a total loss. I mean, it was a good experience. Got our asses kicked for about an hour.
Oh yeah. I was like making those approaches was like Crazy, man. Really not conducive to learning for you.
Like I said, chalk it up to all experience. Nothing wrong with that.
That's good. I mean, if you can hover in this, then, I mean, geez. So we did a couple simulated engine failures. The biggest thing there, the critique on that is get it all the way down. So I'll demonstrate here. Let's say you're up here like this. You're just nice and smooth down just like that. Okay? Nice and smooth down just like that. You can get into that habit down, and then you know you're going to come up in a couple seconds. I usually like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and I'm back up a little bit. Proportional to how much you need, right? Because if you yank back fast in the cyclic, you're going to have to, bam, check it back. If you have nice and smooth entry, then it's slower up collective.
I think I need to have Nomex gloves like you. That's what it is.
That's it, the green gloves. That's what gives you the touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, everything else was like fucking phenomenal. I mean, you can hover in 20-knot winds. I mean, of course, I wouldn't even put my tail into the wind right now.
Yeah.
I'd be like, the most I would do is 90 degrees, and that would be it. I wouldn't go any more than that, even by myself.
Yeah, no sense in doing it for...
You would be jammed back all the way like this, and just like, holy shit, going into the damn hangars. So this is a good day to experience it, you know, early in your training.
Yeah, every day's not going to be perfect flying weather, but...
Right, but you know the helicopter can handle it. No problems. I mean, I've been 30-knot winds. It's not comfortable, but the helicopter can handle it. So.
Yeah, and for what we're doing, at least for me, I'd be like, you know, it's out for pleasure, not there to go, let's go battle. Oh, look, it's 30 miles an hour. Let's go have some fun. Like, forget that.
Right. Yeah, but, you know, the gathering up